There could be some advantages to coming into the office, I suppose. A new CNBC SurveyMonkey poll shows the percentage of workers who believe that in-person employees will enjoy better career opportunities keeps rising. Sharon Epperson joins us now with more on the latest findings there. So if I come in, I might get higher in the corporations quicker.
Well, a number of people are saying that. You know, this CNBC survey polled nearly 9,000 workers, and a record number of employees, 56%, say in-person workers will have the opportunity to advance further in their careers than workers who are hybrid or fully remote. That's nearly 10 percentage points higher than in October of 2021. Now, the majority of respondents are already working fully in person, but there are some key differences in their answers among age, gender, and race. Workers in their mid-20s to mid-30s are least likely to see a career benefit in working in person, while more than half of younger employees, as well as those 35 and older, believe in-person work is an advantage. Women are much less likely than men to believe in-person work has a better impact on career advancement, and a far higher percentage of white employees than blacks, Hispanics, and Asians believe in-person workers will have better outcomes than those working remotely. Now, also, higher paid employees, those making $150,000 a year or more, are far more likely than workers who make $50,000 a year or less to say there is a career advantage to working in person. And you can go to CNBC.com for more of these survey results.
You know, I think that, and there's so many things to talk about here, but for younger workers, obviously, being in the office is huge for your career. For older workers, again, if it's important to society to raise the fertility rate and actually, like, we have to make a decision about how viable, even Martha Stewart. I don't know if Martha Stewart has kids, does she? Has she, you know,
I don't know. But I did think it was really interesting that the least likely were in that 25 to 35 category, where you are thinking to see a career advancement, because what are the priorities? So I think that's what you're saying, what you have to ask yourself at the different ages.
I just wonder if this is being painted with a very broad brush when the situation varies so much, and so many of the people in that 30s cohort all just moved to houses way far away from their offices during the pandemic. It might be ill-advised, but it's a reality, and I just, you know, there's going to be further disruption because people's lives are so set by this. Just want to mention the introduction of AI in the middle of all of this. Does that make a further onus kind of against the worker or to the idea of come back into the office and improve your productivity, or could it help your productivity at home as well?
Well, far more people said that they see that AI could help them in their career if they're working in person than the ones that said remotely. And so they said it wasn't necessary, but it could help them in their career. So they're seeing in the office, I think, an opportunity to use AI.
I'm curious, what would each of you say, and I'll then tell you what I would say if I was asked that same question. Will you get farther in your career if you are an in-person worker or a remote worker? What would you say?
I would say farther in my career in person, but I might not have a career if I had to be in person all the time. So it becomes a bit binary.
Yeah, I definitely say in person, more opportunities. But again, not all the hours, not all day, not 5 days a week, but at least
not necessarily 5 days a week. But I agree. I think there is no substitute for being there.
Oh, sure.
Woody Allen said, you know, what is it? 90% of it is just showing up. You got to show up. I think.
And if you don't, because there are some that are managing teams abroad, they may not be able to be there to see one another, but you have to see them at least doing a virtual meeting once a week, something that's not just about the business initiative, but what did you do? Something social, something lighter.
Or limit the hours.
Yes.
I don't know. Does it have to be 5 days old? You know, just be creative.
Be creative.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sharon, thanks. Great stuff.
Employees
Sharon.
are creative, so if you want us to be.
Goes both ways.
Exactly.